Wow, 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 wow. Wow. What a performance, Laker fam. Oh my goodness. 120 to 102. And we talk about complete domination from end to end. Your Los Angeles Lakers dominate the Pelicans, man. Tonight, we literally turned them into the Pelicans because they couldn't do nothing against both the defense and the offense. Brandon Ingram had 25 points, the hardest work 25 points he's ever had. This team has what it takes, guys, to compete now. Told you guys when the trade happened. I'll tell you guys again. The starting lineup was phenomenal. We officially have a big three. D'Angelo Russell is him, y'all. D-Lo is him. He is a grown man now. He's no longer that boy we drafted who had tons of potential, by the way. I always loved him. Check this out. 2 weeks before we acquired him. Tell me this is not a sign. I purchased this card. I had a feeling, man, he would be a Laker back again one day. I just didn't know how soon. Boy, what a shocking surprise. And he was ready, man. He was playing to the crowd, knocking down threes. He actually plays defense now, which is something he didn't have when he came into the league. He actually is a heady player. Doesn't force anything. Flowers for D-Lo, man. And Vanderbilt, what can I say about him? We're talking about a top-notch perimeter defender we've been wanting for the longest. 6'9", super athletic, crazy wingspan. Just did everything right defensively, man, tonight. We don't win without Vanderbilt. This dude set the tone from the get, man. He said Bron, AD, and D-Lo chemistry is already crazy. Just wait, because LeBron he had a solid game, but he still didn't have the game we're used to where he dominates, man. So, but shout out to AD. He stepped up big time. He said, this team, Ham, keep this starting five. Let's freaking go. I agree, yo. That starting five was crazy, and it worked perfectly. You would think they've been playing for years the way they came out. I agree, bro. I appreciate the super chat. My guy, let's see, he said, like I never left D-Lo. This dude is phenomenal, man. He's exactly what we've been wanting. Somebody who can help LeBron with some ball handling. Did you guys notice that LeBron James didn't really have to overexert himself? He got those points effortlessly, y'all. Effortlessly. And the whole team just played phenomenal team ball tonight. Anthony Davis, 13 for 17. Flowers, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, 28 points. Phenomenal. Vanderbilt, 6 points, but he was plus 10. Phenomenal defensively. 4 rebounds, a steal, a block. My goodness, man. LeBron James, 21 points, and he did it quietly. Off of 7 for 14, 50% from the field. I'll take it. 6 assists, 6 rebounds. He'll get better. He had 4 turnovers, but he'll get better. D-Lo. Yo, can y'all hear me? Yeah, I don't know. The computer's going off, but like I was saying, and I don't know where I'm at right now, but like I was saying, yo, this team was phenomenal, man. Anthony Davis, you want to talk about an efficient game from our superstar? AD was that, man. He went off the charts with this one. Ooh, my boy hit me with a 50-piece. Thank you, brother. He said no words. Bro, night and day between the team we had with a cancerous Westbrook and a team with good chemistry with a D'Angelo who's under control at all times, man. He's part of the big three officially, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard me before because my mic was muted, but wow. And thanks so much, bro. I appreciate the 50-piece. By the way, y'all come right back because we're going to talk more about this tomorrow for Around the League with my boy Dontario as a guest, as well as others, man. Phenomenal. This Laker team has me proud tonight. And again, I'm not sure if I was muted, so I will repeat what I just said, y'all. I'm repeating what I just said. I said Anthony Davis, 13 for 17. Talk about leadership. We've been calling him out. You know, he ends up with 28 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, 2 blocks. Led us tonight, okay? Vanderbilt, defensively amazing, plus 10. And he only had 6 points, but it's not about the scoring for him. It's about his hustle, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, a block, just all over the place on the floor. Defensively clamped up Brandon Ingram, who had 25 points, but you would have thought he had 40 the way he worked for those. LeBron James, 21, 50% from the field, 7 for 10 from the free throws, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, phenomenal. D-Lo is the new part of the big three, man. He had the biggest plus minus on the team with plus 18 because he's a true floor general, man. True. Will the real Russell please stand up? D'Angelo Russell, 21 points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds, and only 1 turnover. Talk about some real floor managing right there, man. What can I say about Mo Bamba? 3 blocks as well. Dennis Schroeder with 10 off the bench where he belongs on the bench. I mean, I'm happy, man. Austin Reeves with 5, but some high basketball IQ. Man, I know you guys are excited. He said, we got squad. Yes, sir. No words, like my man Dontario said. None at all, y'all. This is nuts. This is what a real team looks like. Who would have thought the concept? Surround LeBron James and Anthony Davis with shooting and playmaking and defense. That's simple. I know it sounds crazy after where we were at, stuck with that crazy $47 million contract. But my goodness, man, shout out to Rob. He made it work. And I'm telling y'all, we making the postseason. And when we do, don't nobody want to see us. Nobody. We made the Pelicans look like the Pelicans tonight. All right. Larry Leo, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for super chat. My guy said we need a backup center on a buyout. Bamba is iffy. Nah, not true. Bamba's not iffy. He's only getting his feet wet. Give him time, y'all. He had 3 blocks tonight, and you're talking about iffy? When was the last time somebody had 3 blocks for us? Off the bench, by the way. Off the bench. Think about that. This team, man, next level. Next level stuff, man. And we're only starting to scratch the surface on this whole situation. Man, thanks so much, Dante. I can't believe you hit with a 50, bro. God bless you, man. Thank you, brother. Just imagine, guys. Just imagine how much better this team can get. And by not just the rest of this year. Moving forward, we're talking about a core of 26 and under for the most part, right? For the most part. Wow. Man, this team is scary, man. It's scary good. My guy said, hey, when's the last game we weren't sitting ourselves in the 4th? Clean slate still. Glad Brick Demort is gone. Solid, complete team win. Bro, it's a different energy. I told you guys he was a huge problem. Yeah, his stands are still in my DMs for some reason. They're not on here tonight. Where are they at, though? Where are they at? Where the Russell Westbrook stands at? And it's still early, man. We're only going to get better. Cyclone, LeBron, 29 minutes, AD 30, win by 20. Don't sleep on us. Facts. That is huge, man. The fact that we didn't have to overexert those guys anymore because now we got some real hoopers. We got shooters like Beasley and D'Lo who can score at all times. Now the defense has to stay honest on us. It wasn't as easy to load up on AD no more or on LeBron James, right? Because now you got to stay with the shooters. We're strapped now. We are strapped, baby. And we're coming. Listen, we're heading into All-Star break. You know, all the older players like LeBron, AD, they get to rest and heal up while the young guns, they get to study, practice together, watch film together, get better. They're hungry, man. You can see the hunger. You see D'Lo pandering to the crowd like Russell, like the real Russell, man. Like the other one couldn't. This is the real one. Oh my goodness. You don't understand how happy I am for this trade. I was happy then, and I'm happy now. And I told you guys about Portland. That game was an anomaly. Throw it away. It's not going to happen again. And now we got LeBron and a complete team. Jimmy Johnson, hey, Dan, I don't want Laker fans to thrash Mo Bamba. Remember, he hasn't played 4 games. But on the bright side, he blocked 3 shots. Also, Lonnie can't find himself in the stack rotation. Thoughts? Lonnie Walker will find playing time eventually. I think right now, Darvin Ham got a lot of new toys, and he just wanted to play with those new toys, and he threw them away like Andy did Woody when he first got Buzz in Toy Story, man. Because that's what he did. He threw them away this game, but Lonnie Walker will get his revenge. He will end up putting up 20-point games. He will be back in the rotation eventually, but it's a good problem to have if you ask me. If Lonnie Walker's the odd man out, this is the beauty of it. When we have Patrick Beverly and Russ, anytime they were in the game, at times it was a saturated either 3-guard lineups or not enough floor spacing. Don't have that anymore. All these guys can shoot. All these guys can floor space. All these guys can create and play make. All these guys can defend, switch multiple positions. Now we got the size. We don't have the issues we had 2 weeks ago. Okay? So, I don't want to say, listen, it's still early. They got a vibe and all of that. But all I'm going to say is if we're healthy and we're vibing the way we did tonight, playing off of each other, D'Lo, man, he's a true leader, man. We really seen a young man grow. We seen him go to Brooklyn and watch him elevate that team and be one of their best players, even when they made the postseason. So now he even has postseason experience. We've seen him and Patrick Beverly when they were in Minnesota eliminate the Clippers and do some special things over there. Now we're going to get to see him here, man. I can't wait to go to Laker game. Front row seats to watch my man D'Lo, man. Always been a fan of his, man, since Ohio State. Dude has developed really nicely, man. He's a borderline all-star. If the West wasn't so stacked, he might make a couple all-star teams. That's how good he is. He's averaging 18 points a game. He's doing it efficiently. He's a top 10 three-point shooter in this league right now. And you see, he's not afraid of the big moment, man. He's the real deal. All right. I'm so happy we got him. Brian, Dan, you were right when you told us all not to give up on AD and this team. They hate us because they ain't us. You're right, brother. Listen, you can't ever give up on this team because this team right here, man, is it's the Lakers, baby. And the Lakers are special. They always will be. Gabe, oh my goodness, Gabe just hit me with a 50 on the Cash App. Thank you, bro. That means the world, man. You guys are so kind and generous. I love y'all, man. Thank you, Gabe, and my man Dontario, and Brian, and everybody who contributes. But look, it's not about being right. What it's about just enjoying. We went through so much with this roster because it had poor chemistry, because it had poor leadership, because any basketball is a team sport. So you can't have an individual mindset the way Russell Westbrook had with his triple doubles and stuff, smiling when we lost and all that. It's bad. There's a reason AD looked depressed, you know? There's a reason for it, right? He was a part of a Laker team with great chemistry with LeBron, JaVale, Dwight, Rondo, all those guys. And we did kind of like a 180 when we got Russ. It didn't work. He didn't buy in. He didn't humble himself. As a result, right now, he can't find a home. I wish him the best, but the truth of the matter is, you see what better chemistry does? Guys, when they're under control, like D'Angelo, you don't need 30 to 40. We'll take 15. We'll take 20. But if it's efficient within the flow of things and those passes, did you guys see the no-look pass from D'Lo to Anthony Davis? That's chemistry building, man. Guys are going to trust them. Guys are going to cut harder to the basket. They know they got a real floor general out there alongside LeBron, another floor general. Then the one where LeBron cut in and he hit him again. He connected with both of our superstars like that in his first game with both of them. That's huge, brother. Oh, my goodness. I cannot be happier. I love the win, but the free throws need work. That's true. We always have a weakness. As a team, we're always chasing perfection, but that weakness won't define us. I'd much rather have a free throw weakness than a turnover weakness, a chemistry weakness, a three-point shooting weakness. Those are gone, y'all. That's huge. I didn't think Rob Pelinka was capable in this trade deadline after failing the last two, but he really proved me wrong. And again, gave him his flowers. This dude was off the charts with the trade. He said, Dan, we have a squad. He said, Vando is a machine. Man, for those of y'all that were here for a long time, you guys remember when we traded for Trevor Ariza? I think it was Vladimir Radmanovic. All right, I'm going to sound old as hell right now, but that's cool. We traded Vladimir Radmanovic, I think, for Trevor Ariza, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And boy, what a trade that was. I couldn't believe it when we got Trevor, because Trevor was very similar to Vando. He knew how to read the passing lanes. You know, guys were on their toes around him because defensively he was always active. He had good length, athleticism. He was even posterizing people. He was so fun to watch, especially defensively, man. He became a fan favorite instantly. And I'm telling y'all right now, I see a lot of that in Vando. Of course, no two players are ever the same, but I make the comparison only to remind you guys how crucial he was. My man said AD came out renewed. He said Bron didn't have to carry. D'Lo probably played himself into an extension. This team is looking scary. You're right, brother. And the best part is that this team has potential to be together for the next, 5 to 7 years. All right, 5 to 7. I really would. I would consider. Scariest part is we still have a buyout slot available. And free agents are cowards. Guys like T. Ross and Danny Green went to teams with better records because people are always trying to jump on a free chip. But when they start seeing us start winning and building that good chemistry, we're going to become an attractive place again. And these free agents are going to start flocking over. So don't be surprised if we end up with another good free agent. Don't be surprised. You got to give props for that Toy Story reference. I'm telling you, man, that's what it reminded me of tonight when I seen poor Lonnie upset over there. I was like, oh, man, I feel you. Woody feels you, man. He said D'Lo was saying Laker for life. After that, he checked 3. Honestly, I'm super down if he costs less than Kyrie at a max. No off-court drama either. Man, you know what? I'm not even thinking about Kyrie. And I love Kyrie. You guys know he's one of my favorite players. But D'Lo is homegrown, man. We drafted the young man. I believe he was what? Either 17 or 18 when we got him. And we literally got to see his career, man. I was rooting for him when he was in Brooklyn. I stopped rooting. I'll admit, I stopped rooting for him in Golden State because I don't like Golden State. I definitely didn't root for him in Minnesota because I definitely don't like Minnesota. But this dude, he got to play with some great talent. Think about this. He was mentored by Kobe Bryant early in his rookie and his sophomore season and beyond. Then he got to go and play with veterans in Brooklyn, followed by playing alongside Steph Curry. You don't think that rubs off on a player? Makes him great if he learns. And then, he went to Minnesota. I won't call anybody great over there, but now he gets to play with LeBron and AD. I know that young man is excited. I would be too, man. The Dan K-Love got bought out. We take him. Hey, listen, anytime you could add more shooting to a team, I'll take it. Why not? We don't have any glaring needs per se, but if you can, get more floor spacing, then Kevin Love definitely has chemistry with LeBron. I'm not saying no to that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not, and let's not forget about Rui. You guys are right. Rui Hachimura is a samurai, man. This dude, mid-range killer. His defense was also solid on. We have multiple wings we could throw out there, and now we're looking extra scary, right? He says, shout out AD, shot 77, had 28, 10 rebounds, plus great defense. He's great, man. I never give up on Anthony Davis. I know what he's capable of. Am I hard on him? Hell yeah. I call out everybody. That's one thing you got to know about me. I call out everybody. I called out Russ before, and then I got backlash for that. I've called out LeBron before, got backlash for it. I've called out AD. Don't matter who you are, man. When you love a team, you got to hold them accountable. Everybody, A to Z. Raiders, appreciate you. Thank you, brother. My man said, did you see AD hug Rob saying thanks for the trade? No, I did not see that, man, because I ran right over here to set this up. But I'll definitely be watching clips later on, maybe uploading my own, man. The thing is, nobody's talking about Mo Bamba. Dude didn't have the best game, but he quietly had a couple of dunks and a couple of blocks. Now you're talking about some rim protection coming off the bench or starting wherever you want to put him. That's huge because we didn't have that. We didn't have rim protection outside of Anthony Davis. So now you can have multiple rim protectors, and what that does to the defense is psychologically it messes with them because they don't get to come in the paint and get easy layups, right? Because they know they either have to arc the shot a little bit more or they're going to have to try to go around. There was a couple of plays where Herb Jones traveled because he took his Euro step too early and he didn't even want to jump because he knew Mo Bamba was going to swat his shit. That's the impact of even just having a rim protector under the rim. So for those people saying Mo Bamba was not good, remember, first of all, it's his first game. Secondly, they were calling this, every bang, bang play. Come postseason, if we make it, which we will, plays like that get let go, and Mo Bamba, players like him, will feast because it's a lot more physical. So I'm telling you right now, man, we got a rim protector. And Mo, he could also space the floor. I know he didn't shoot it tonight well, but remember, Malik Beasley struggled his first game. He looked a lot better his second. We're good, man. We're good. Yo, listen, I don't want to wave the flags. I don't want to jinx us. Obviously, we're still outside of the play-in looking in right now, but we're only out by a game and a half. With 24 games left and this type of a roster, I'm betting the house on this Laker team to make the postseason, right? Whether it's the play-in or the playoffs, don't nobody want to see us because they're about to get laid off, all right? That's the way I feel, man. Bars. My man said Mo Bamba wasn't scared to shoot. Nobody is, man. We got a young, hungry team, y'all. If we had a veteran like Kevin Love, I'm not opposed to it, because he's a veteran and he can also rebound really well. He could pass really well and he could shoot really well, even at his age. He's not a great defender. He's not, he's not going to do nothing spectacular. He's not an above the rim player, never has been, but he's a veteran who knows how to win. My man Jonathan said D-Lo 21, 7, 60% from 3, 42 from the field, and only 1 turnover. Exactly what the doctor ordered, my guy Jonathan. I'm telling you, man, D-Lo is no slouch. He's the real deal, man. I was truly just over the moon about this trade. I couldn't believe we got all that for a 1 pick protected, top 4 protected, by the way. And people said we had to give up 2 picks just to offload Westbrook. That's why you don't listen to fans, negative fans especially, because they always got something to say. But as soon as we pull something off, real quiet, man. Joseph, appreciate you, bro. He said for 1 by 18 and missed 14 free throws. Imagine that. That's the thing about these kind of teams, man. This team right here, this new Laker team is very hungry, and they're chasing perfection. Now, there's no such thing as perfection, but you can get as close to it as possible, and that's what makes you a champion, right? Now, we still got a lot of work to do, for surely, but everything just felt easy tonight. Think about it. We dominated from end to end. We never relinquished the lead when we got it. Sure, they got to within 4. The Lakers kept pushing it up because we have so much depth. We kept throwing wings out there, kept throwing guards who could shoot out there. We kept doing all kinds of amazing, spectacular things, highlight after highlight. And you know what, man? I'm really going to be comfortable in this All-Star break. I'm actually going to enjoy this All-Star break for the first time in a while. Last year, I couldn't enjoy it that much because guys were hurt. Shoot, I might do some live streams with y'all, reacting to the three-point shootout or whatnot. I don't know. I'm feeling good. Tomorrow, there's definitely going to be around the league, man, with yours truly and a couple of homies, man. We're gonna come over here and talk some basketball, but content rolling out potentially this weekend for All-Star Weekend. He said Dan was saying to trade AD last game. What? I never said trade AD. I said if he continues to get injured. You know what, man? That's what I'm talking about. I got too many haters, bro. Y'all try to twist my words. I said I love AD. I'd hate to see him traded, but if he continues to get hurt, then you're not gonna have no choice but to look at that. If he's healthy and he can help to another title run at the very least, of course I'd love him to retire Laker. Don't twist my words, hater. I don't do that. He said, I think you didn't enjoy it last year also because we didn't make any trades in the trade deadline. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. It's not that enjoyable when your team isn't good and you're not making the right moves, and it's like, what are you enjoying, right? I just wanted to go back to the regular seasons to see my team improve. But the way we left, man, the way we left, and we got about 8, 9, 10 days off. I'm feeling really good about the team. What about y'all, man? Well, scale of 1 to 10, how good are you feeling? How confident are you feeling? I know some people still not confident, right? Some people still not going to be confident because we're still a game and a half out, but you got to look at the bigger picture. If LeBron is back, if AD is hooping like this, and man. But again, it's kind of crazy how things happen, man. I was at a card auction, and I see this D'Angelo Russell game-worn piece, and I'm like, I got to cop it, man. He used to be a Laker once. Maybe he'll be a Laker someday again. And 2 weeks later, and I posted it on Twitter, by the way, no cap. 2 weeks later, man, he's a Laker. That's, wow, it's like meant to be, right? It's like meant to be. But I'm not gonna lie, I am building a Laker collection. I even bought a Zubats card just because he was drafted. It's a rookie signed card by him, just because he was drafted by Lakers, not because he's a Clipper. Screw that. But I'm trying to collect ex-Lakers, former Lakers, current Lakers, legendary Laker cards. I just want to build my Laker collection, man. La Mamba, love it, man. Love the name. He said, "What up, Dan? Missed the game. LOL. What did I miss?" Nah, bro, I'm not gonna let you miss this one. I'm gonna have to tell you, rewind it and go back and watch Lakers Compacto or whatever they call it, man, where you rewind and get to watch the game again, or at least watch all the YouTube highlights. Lakers were spectacular. It was showtime tonight for the night, and this is only the beginning of something spectacular. I think this team can continue to build moving forward for the seasons ahead. This needs to be our core, man. Look, if Kyrie comes, that'd be great, but I want to re-sign D'Lo regardless, and I want to re-sign Vando for multiple years. Malik Beasley, the jury's still out. I need him to be more consistent offensively, but I do like him a lot. I think he can come in here. He's a bucket getter. Reminds me a little bit of Nick Young, but maybe a little bit more disciplined. Maybe not as skilled, but I like him a lot, man. He can, if he gets hot, he's dropping a 20 or 30-point game. Those are the type of players you need at the 2 guard. Plus, he was able to hold his own defensively tonight. So Saul said, super stoked, a whiff of fresh air. He says, so refreshing. Finally, let's go. You know what? Me too, brother. Me too. I know this is for all of us that have been struggling for the past couple of years, hoping for a consistent Laker team and for them to find their groove. This just feels like we're turning a new page, man. This trade might be the most significant trade deadline trade we've done since the Pau Gasol deal. Remember, man, we were really struggling with just Andrew Bynum and Lamar and Kobe, and Kwame and all these guys, and we go out and we make the Pau Gasol deal, and the rest was history. We make the finals that same year, and even though we didn't win it that year, we should have. If it wasn't for injuries and poor officiating, but even though we didn't win it that year, we came back and two-peated. But I still feel like that could have been a three-peat had it not been for a couple things. Young Elder said, need more production from the bench and Beasley, but not bad. Man, that's an understatement. This was great, brother. I appreciate you. I don't know about not bad. This was phenomenal. I mean, think about it. When was the last time we could say we dominated a good team like the Pelicans from end to end? It's been a minute since I can remember. He said, Dan, the Lakers fan. He said, easy work tonight. So excited. Let's go, Lakers. I appreciate you, Wig. Man, listen. I still think the rotations could be a little more sharp, a little more tight. And there were times where I want to see D'Angelo a little bit earlier in the second quarter or in the fourth quarter, and he waited to throw them out there. But as long as we're winning, I'm not complaining. That's about it. That's about all I saw that I was like, okay, maybe we could, you know. He said buy the Smush Parker Kwame Brown card. Nah, man, I'm talking about just Lakers who I think we're solid with us or have a bright future. Those are the only, or we're legendary players, right? Those are the ones I'm copping for sure. I'm not trying to get scrub cards that aren't worth much. Did I miss somebody's super chat? My bad. Let me see. Let me scroll back up. My bad. I don't do it intentionally. You guys know what's up. I don't see nobody's. I think I covered the super chats. It said Jimmy Johnson super chat. I don't see it, brother. That's crazy. Why don't I see it? Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. He said, Dan, you already know LeBron calling Rob and K Love. Hey, listen, I'm going to do a live stream if that happens, man, because I would be a little bit excited for Kevin Love. You talk about rebounding, passing, and shooting. This guy can still do it, man. He can still do it. Very excited to see what this team could become. Overall, listen, guys, we had an efficient night. We had a very efficient night from this roster. If we're talking about it starts with our leadership, really. It starts with guys like Anthony Davis. He was out of this world, man. 13 for 17. This is why I say feed him, and I love it when he's aggressive, because 13 for 17, this dude hit 13 shots and only missed 4. That's the epitome of, that's the epitome of efficiency. Same thing with D'Angelo, 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. I told you guys, he's capable of going for 20 or 30 any night. All of the Lakers young core that we drafted have done a phenomenal job of finding their niche, at least with scoring. Everything else is a plus. Julius can go off for 20 or 30 any night. Jordan Clarkson can do the same. D'Angelo, Brandon Ingram. I mean, I love Brandon Ingram. I still love him, even though he's a Pelican. This dude is fun to watch, man. The young core, man. The Lakers just did a great job of drafting these guys. I can't forget to give love to my guy, Austin Reeves. Very high basketball IQ. Him and LeBron just play off of each other like kings, man. I love watching those two guys out there, just vibing with the chemistry. I tweeted a GIF from the Too Fast, Too Furious movie. I was like, LeBron and Austin Reeves remind me of like Paul Walker and what's his name? The R&B singer guy, the actor, Tyreek. Was it Tyreek Evans? I forgot his name already. My bad. He said, what type of contract should we give Vando and D'Lo? That's not for me to decide, man. That's on the front office. But if I'm re-signing Vando, I give him like an $8 million deal per year for like 3 to 4 years. All right, he's worth it, man. Well, the type of defense he's bringing, he might even be a $10 million player, a full mid-level exception guy. For D'Angelo, you might be looking anywhere between 15 to 22. You know what I'm saying? So, Maddie, I said, Dan, almost 20K time for the Fire song. Now, I actually stated many times, I don't know if y'all heard, man, but I appreciate the super chat, that I'm going to do it at 24K for Kobe. So out of tribute for him, I'm waiting for 24K, but I'm still dropping bangers in between, so it doesn't matter. But 24K, I'm dropping the new Lakers anthem, 24 for Kobe, and I'm hoping to get, some of my homies to feature on it. That's why I'm trying to buy time as well, because I don't want to be, I could bar it up. I'm not going to lie, but depending on the beat. But I want this anthem to be something people be dropping, bumping at the barbecues, at your birthday parties. All the Laker fans could really, it's going to be on iTunes and all of that. So 24K is going to be that number. We're going to get there soon, though. Trust me, man. We've grown tremendously. We less than 200 away from 20, and then 4K after that won't be much. So I look forward to it. Tyrese. There you go. I don't know why I said Tyreek. It is Tyrese. That's right. Yeah, he's funny, man. He's hilarious. Him and Paul Walker, though, that chemistry on Too Fast, Too Furious was off the charts. I know you guys remember that movie. That's a classic. That one, Tokyo Drift, was pretty fire, too. My favorite Fast and Furious movies are the first one, of course, because that one changed my mind. I mean, that one blew my mind when I went to the movie to watch it, man. It's just like, I never seen a racing movie with that type of storyline, that type of acting like that. It just was different. Then Too Fast, Too Furious came out. And even though they have Vin Diesel, it was still banger, man. And Tyrese and Paul Walker were just, God rest his soul, they were phenomenal. And then Tokyo Drift came out. That was a little bit of a different flavor, different actors, different, storyline. But it hit. It hit. After that, I feel like the Fast and Furious franchise went down a little bit. But I did like the last one that just dropped in the movie, so I look forward to the what is it, Fast X? That should be good. So Dan, is Pat Bev not in the league anymore? It shows that he doesn't have a team right now. I'm sure he's trying to see if somebody's going to add him because they like his defense. They like him, the way he is. He said K-Love will play in Europe. Really? I don't know. He's still NBA material, man. He was still having a great season last year. I haven't been keeping up with him recently, but I think I like Kevin Love on the Lakers. What do you guys think of Kevin Love on the Lakers potentially? I'm taking him. I don't know. I think I like him. Unless there's somebody better. He said Rui doesn't start no more. I don't know, man. That's a good question. I think the whole situation is going to be fluid because, I mean, Vando, man, and the starting lineup just changes everything. I mean, you could throw this guy on anybody. We could throw him on Kevin Durant when we go against the Suns. We could throw him on, and he's going to make him work for it. Like I said, Brandon Ingram had it going tonight, but his buckets were tough, and he ends up with only 25. Didn't it seem like it was like 45? That's what I mean. When you have a defender like Vanderbilt who can switch multiple positions, has good length, and even though he's knocking down shots, most of them were fadeaways and crazy shots with a hand contested, man. The Vandalorian took full flight tonight, and I can't wait to see him guarding the elite wings in this league, not just tonight, but other nights. I love it, and he'll bring that Veterans Championship leadership. We're talking about Kevin Love, right? Yeah, listen, Kevin Love, man. Kevin Love will be phenomenal on the Lakers, I think. Playing limited minutes, you don't need nothing too crazy, but maybe they feel they don't have no minutes for him because, let's be honest, Wenyen Gabriel didn't get much time tonight. Maybe they feel, that there's not going to be enough time. Maybe that's why they're going to leave the roster wide open. I don't know. But it doesn't hurt to have more depth, for me personally. And he's another floor spacer, man. And he's a Cali boy, by the way. Lakers midseason rebuild, only Rob could perform such a feat. Man, listen, I didn't expect what he did this trade deadline. And listen, we were getting the short end of the stick when it came to grades. If you guys noticed, every time they graded one of our trades, it was like ours had the worst, like a C+ or something. Everybody else had like a B+. Ridiculous the hate we get, man. But that's what this channel is for, man. We're going to give credit where credit is due. He said K-Love is a perfect fit. Well, whose minutes would he take in your guys' opinion? I am curious. He said, now we need everything we can get to go after that chip. Facts. He said, Devon Reed is good player. 3-and-D needs more playing time. I would need to see more of him. Yeah, that's a very bold statement. What about Stanley Johnson? I would have loved him, Daniel, but Eric Pincus did his investigation, and it turns out we can't sign him. I don't know. Someone with the collective bargaining BS agreement. I don't think that's right. He got dropped by 2 teams after we traded him, so we should be able to sign him, but I don't know. Just the CBA being, total BS. He said, I want to keep this team together long-term, no more reshuffling the deck every summer. I agree, Brian. 110% agree. I think the best way to build is by building consistency and chemistry moving forward, and we have everything we need. We don't need to go out and get another superstar. Much as I love Kyrie, I think I prefer the team the way it is right now. And I didn't think I'd ever say that because I love this dude, right? And if he came, I'd be stoked. But D'Lo, he's not getting too fancy. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Malik Beasley doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Vando definitely doing what he's supposed to be doing. Mo Bamba is going to come into his own. As far as the other guy you guys mentioned, I'm not sure if he'll see, the break of dawn, if he's going to see daylight, but I wish him the best. Hey, he said, go win tonight. Yes, sir, Mohammed. Hey, man, we look phenomenal, bro. I couldn't be happier. To be honest, we look way better than what I expected. My bar was already high, but we up here. Today was the first game we got to see the complete squad with everybody. LeBron, Mo, everybody, Vando, and the bar was up here. Now, that my expectations just shot up for this Laker team, They shot up. He said, hey, Dan, we are young and good. We need to stop changing up the roster. I agree. Facts. I'll take the depth too. And I was like, when the Kyrie trade didn't happen, I was like, well, let's see what happens, right? I'm not going to judge yet. I was disappointed as hell, to be honest with y'all, but I was like, let's just see what happens. They can still shut us all up. And they did just that. There was people that was really disrespecting Genie. They're real quiet right now. That's why I say don't disrespect that way, man. It's okay to be upset, call people out and all of that. But when you start using names and slurs, it makes you look sus when it's time to give them their flowers, because now you look hypocritical, right? Now you can't really come out and enjoy it with the rest of us. But I'll say this. For those of you that stayed respectful, man, props, because you guys are class, right? And we need to represent the Lakers with class. Okay, myself included, right? Sometimes I can't get emotional. I could call players like Russell Westbrook, but I try to do my best to represent with class, man, as best as I can. And that's the way we got to proceed, right? He said, Love bought out. LA Lakers probably signed for locker room. If anything, listen, yes. If anything at all, this dude would definitely provide some great veteran leadership, similar to Jared Dudley at the very worst, right? At the best, this dude's going to chip in and contribute. So it could be a sight for sore eyes, man. But defensively, he will get cooked. He's not the best defender, never has been. Ozzy said, hopefully LeBron plays minimal minutes in the All-Star game. We need him for the long stretch. I think that's what's going to happen, man. If I was LeBron James, I'm focused on the season. I'm just coming out and waving like the Pope or something. I'm waving like this and shit at the All-Star game. I'm not, coming out there and risking injury unless he plays like 2 minutes, shoots a couple of half-court shots and is out. I don't need to see him dunk or nothing. We know what he can do. He's a Hall of Famer for a reason. He's the #1 all-time in scoring for a reason. So I don't think we need to showcase his talent no more, unless he's feeling really, good, healthy, and spry, and he gets out there, he's trying to win that MVP, then so be it. I'm not going to fight him, right? But I agree with you. I would prefer, for him to sit as much as possible. He said, Dan, can we re-sign Lonnie Walker and Austin Reeves? You know what, Benaya? That's a good question. I'm not a salary cap expert. I hope that we can re-sign everybody. I hope we don't let go of a single soul, because for the first time in a long time, as a diehard Laker fan, I'm sitting here enjoying the games, not saying, oh, who's going to get subbed in? Oh, no, don't put him in. That's the first time in a long time that I could say that. It's been a while since I look at this team and I don't see many weaknesses. And, of course, no team is perfect, right? There will be some nights, like the other night when we went up against Portland, where we got cooked. But that was an anomaly. That's not going to happen many nights. 9 times out of 10, a good team will find ways to win. So, and I think that's what we are. He said, KD promising to I'm not going to say that, bro, on live stream. Come on now. We got kids in the chat. He said, we had Lonnie starting first half of the season. Wasn't too promising in terms of fit. I actually liked Lonnie when we started, man. This dude came out averaging like 18 points a game when he first came out here, but then he got hurt and it's been downhill, unfortunately for him. I wish him the best, man. I wish him the best. We don't have any dead weight. There's not a player that I see that I'm like, oh man, I don't want him getting minutes. Even Dennis is going to provide a spark off the bench. I think he's in his rightful place now. Even he can drop 10 to 20 a night. You just never know. We literally have options now from every position, from every angle, no matter how you slice it up. The one thing I didn't like that Darvin did was when Mo Bamba got in foul trouble, he played LeBron for a couple minutes at the center. That's a big no-no for me. All right. I love LeBron. He's very versatile, but at his age, with that sore left foot, don't want him guarding any bigs or anything. Don't want him putting too much pressure on his body in no way, shape, or form. I thought he made a mistake. He should have played Wenyen right there when that happened. But hey, outside of that, I don't have too many mistakes. And of course, the missed free throws. Somebody said we missed 14. That is a lot. But we still whooped, man. We still destroyed, demolished from end to end. He said, I want to see the Thunder. Hey, listen, now we can match up because they had all that youth on us just a couple of weeks ago. So now, yo, Dan, Vandy is our stopper. Yes, he is. Very similar to how Trevor Ariza was back in the day. I love it, man. I love it. We've been desperate. I couldn't believe he was included in the package because the rumors were that the Jazz wanted different first-round picks for those different players. Well, I heard they wanted one for Beasley and they wanted a separate one for Vanderbilt. That just wasn't realistic at all. But that's where you have to give credit to Rob because he stayed patient and he struck like a snake when he had the chance. He went right for the jugular when he had the chance. He called the bluff of the Utah Jazz and said, nah, we're going to wait till the trade deadline and that price is going to shoot down because your ass is tanking anyway. And I do believe that the Jazz kind of falling off a little bit. Remember, at one point, they started off #1 in the West. And I said, nah, man, they don't have the roster to stay there. Eventually, they're going to fall off. Sure enough, they fell off out of the top 8 seed. And that's when they made the trade because they wanted another pick, right? So that's what happened there, man. That's what really happened is that Rob Pelinka got really intelligent and really patient, and he waited for the right trade. He didn't get duped, right? And as a result, now we have a shit ton of depth. And now, good problem to have on the coach's hands is what players do you play, when do you play them, and how do you play them, right? But no more, oh, we need some more of this, or oh, we need more size, or we need more wing depth. We don't have that problem no more. Now it's up to LeBron James and Anthony Davis to deliver us into the postseason. And once we get there, I'm expecting, the stars, man. Shoot for the stars, land on the moon. That's what I'm expecting from the Lakers. So I know I heard Kevin Love got bought out, man. You guys gave me the news because I wasn't looking at my timeline. So I appreciate y'all for that. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me, man. Major shout out to Prize Picks, my sponsorship. Really quick before I get off, please don't forget to hit that like button. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Remember, tomorrow we have Around the League with yours truly and special guests. So make sure you guys tap in. Make sure you guys tune in. We're going to talk about different teams, where the Lakers are right now, all that good stuff, the standings. Going to break it all down for you guys. So make sure you keep it locked. Hit that post noti bell as well. And I will see you guys and enjoy the night. Peace out, Laker fam.